An eargasm of learning and a no-fuss show. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast, where you can learn straightforward topics about branding, digital entrepreneurship, online business, and many more with your charming host, John Santos, along with inspiring entrepreneurs, creators, and thought leaders worldwide.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Creative Talk Podcast with me, John Santos, and guys, we have a special guest, a celebrity. Guys, our guest for today, an author. He is the author of The Art of Being Yourself. And, by the time we release this episode, there's going to be a video version and we will show the book, the actual book, which you can get. I will send it later, the details, and he himself will explain where you can get that book. All right. So he's an international author of The Art of Being Yourself, a public speaking coach, an international speaker. Man, this person is so blessed because he's reaching a lot of people, inspiring them, teaching them, grooming them. And I'm in that family. I'm a part of that team. And I'm so blessed and honored to be working alongside with this, this man of God, this awesome human being. Our special guest for today, everyone. Let's all welcome Warren Ryan. Welcome to the show, bro.
Jan, my brother from the Philippines, thank you so much for inviting me. I've been so friggin' excited to be on your podcast. I've watched a lot of your episodes. I love your podcast. I love you, my brother. I'm just so excited to be here.
We have so much energy, guys, for all the listeners and viewers. It's morning now in the UK, so it's good morning to Ryan, and it's afternoon here in the Philippines. So I've said this before, Warren, and I'm gonna say it again. Thank you for spending the time to be with us here in the show. Thank you so much.
Thank you. What a better way to start the morning than starting it with you, Jan.
Yeah. All right.
So blessed.
Yes. Let's get it on. Now, Warren, people know that you are successful because, that's how it is, right? The people will always see the output, but they don't know the journey, right? So this is why this show is here, to give a glimpse, to show the people the journey behind the output, behind the success, behind what they see at the moment, all right? With that said, who influenced you, or what influenced you to be in this position of greatness, reaching out, inspiring, helping, motivating, grooming? So please share. The floor is yours, brother.
That's a great question, Jan. First of all, though, I would definitely say God. From a young age, God's been there. So I've always known that I didn't want to be a number in this world. I wanted to have a life of impact. I didn't imagine myself being a speaker. Mine was, I was going to make it as a professional soccer player, and then that was going to bring finances, and then I was going to build schools in Africa. That was the ultimate dream, right? And then that was taken away from me because I made it as a professional when I was 16, but I didn't have the right attitude, and that wasn't my path. God was like, that's not for you. And then that's how I was at my lowest. I was going through depression, and I was living in America at the time. And I'll be honest, right? I was on this beach and I just seeing these American guys, and they all had like 8-packs. And I was like, I'm going to put my t-shirt back on. I just felt like I need to get an 8-pack before I take my t-shirt off again. So I was like, I got home, I went onto YouTube, typing in motivational like music so that I could run down the beach and train and get this 6-pack. And I stumbled across this video, and it was by Eric Thomas. And this is a speaker on stage. He was telling the audience the things that happen behind closed doors. The things that you kind of keep to yourself, the personal things. He was telling people that his mother was on crack cocaine and his father wasn't in his life. And I was saying, wait, Eric, stop revealing this. They're going to judge you. They're going to ridicule you. They're going to pity you. They're going to, you don't want that.
That's unacceptable back then, right?
Yeah, I was like, you don't want that. But at the same time, Jan, I had tears running down my cheek. And I was saying, me too. Me too. Me too. I felt his emotion. I felt his heart. And the first time I connected with a man on that level, where it's almost like God revealed him to me to prove to me that he wasn't doing like he wasn't doing this to me. He was doing this for me. That God had to put me through certain things to be able to have the heart, the wisdom, and to be a teacher. I thought I was a victim. In that moment, Jan, I went from being a victim to saying, God, why me? To what for? And I became a teacher. So Eric Thomas, I owe so much of my success, of me being a speaker, me finding my purpose to Eric Thomas, because he was the brave one that revealed things that not many people talk about. But when he talked about it, he made it possible for me. Because if he can do it, so can I.
Wow, powerful, man. And I agree. I mean, for a personality, especially, you know, a public personality, to reveal those kinds of information. I mean, you know, and imagine this, you know, I'm in advertising background before, and now I'm in branding, right? You don't just show the blemishes of a product, right? As much as you could, you highlight what makes it better, what makes it stand out. And that story is the total opposite. He was like sharing, let me use the word blemishes, the brokenness of himself, you know, the nothing is perfect thing in his life. And that is very risky. And I know you, and guys, for all our listeners and viewers, because of that story, it shaped this person, Warren, right now. And I invite you guys to, you know, join his rooms, and you would see, you would listen to similar stories, and there's something in it, and we will dive into that later. But I'm so amazed and I'm so blessed to hear that story, man. Now, Warren, that shaped the motivation, the power, the energy. What made you jump in the journey towards speaking, you know, as a speaker?
Great question. So what made me jump was I saw Eric Thomas speaking. That then changed my perspective. I was like, I'm a teacher. I looked up, I was like, God, I now know why you had to put me through what I went through. These are life degrees. These are like, you can't get this from Harvard. You can't get this from Oxford University. This is from life, you know? So I packaged up everything that I went through, and these were my branches. So went through abuse as a child, grew up without a father. So these branches, like, grew up without a father, abused as a child, bullied at school, no self-worth, feeling suicidal. These were my connectors, because this is what I learned from hearing Eric Thomas. I loved this man. I loved him because of his sharing the blemishes, sharing the backstory. I felt like I knew him. So it's, for example, like when you reveal your story, people feel like they know you. That's why when celebrities die, everyone mourns and cries, but they've never met that celebrity, but they feel like they know him. So when I knew that I was a speaker, my shift in vibration, my low vibration of depression, of feeling depressed because of God, why me, shifted instantly to love, gratitude. And from that place of gratitude, I was like, I'm on a mission now. God, I'm going to spend the rest of my life helping people. I'm going to spend the rest of my life helping people because you helped me. It's my purpose right now. God, you've allowed me to see my purpose. So in that, Jan, I started studying psychology, because if you don't control your mind, somebody else will.
I agree. Battlefield of the mind.
That's it, right? So once I got into the driving seat of the mind, I started to remove these labels, these identities that society put on me. I am not black and I'm not white. I am not a man. I am a soul created by God. What can I do? So I removed all of these limitations, Jan, right? And it just allowed me to be de-restricted so that I could flow and grow like a tree grows. A tree doesn't have self-doubt. A tree grows as much as a tree can grow.
Woo, I love that, man. I love that. I love that.
So
Powerful, man. It is so true, and I so agree. I mean, I love that visual example that you said. The tree doesn't have self-doubt. It has this confidence that it will grow and it will become a shelter and a fruit-bearing tree that will benefit people around it. Wow, man. Wow.
and I feel like we're reminded by nature of how to be in life. If you watch the animals, and everything just works the way it's supposed to work. Amazing. Your computer's controlling your heart rate right now. Your computer is allowing you to breathe without thinking. Your computer's amazing. It's not broken. But it's the software, Jan. Some people have an amazing computer, but they still have Windows 95.
Oh, yeah.
Like, imagine what you could do with Windows 95. What? You could do Paint?
Minesweeper.
Yeah. You can do Minesweeper.
Yeah.
But this is what I'm saying. Once we upgrade, once we go into the, like, we have to become coders. Like, just say when people build websites and we think, whoa, or people that create games, whoa, they can do it because they've studied it. They're skilled. So we have to do the same with our mind. We have to become a student of the mind so that we can reprogram our mind. And then when you do that, everyone, when you do that, you can change all of these beliefs that are not serving you, all of these habits that are not serving you, because 90% of the time you're running subconsciously. Your habits are running your life. Jan, that's why people know to work out. They know where the gym is, but they don't always do it because your habits are running your life. So once we get into the mind and we can understand how to replace habits, because you can't remove them, you have to replace them with the opposite, right? To create good habits, and then beliefs and identities. When you change how you see yourself changes, and you can create the life that you want. Just write it down on a piece of paper like an architect. People don't put bricks together and make a house. They have the blueprint. Write your blueprint down. This person that you're hearing right now or seeing right now is a creation of my blueprint that I wrote down. I wanted to be this person. I grew up in care. So you can imagine, guys, if I grew up in trauma and care and being bullied, imagine how where my self-worth was. I've created this version of me. I went from Windows 95 to iPhone 13. I've upgraded, and I'm a nerd when it comes to the mind. I'm a geek when it comes to the mind. I'm a boffin when it comes to the mind. I want to learn everything about the mind. I want to know how I work. And now the question is to all of you that are listening to this right now, is I know you're not just hearing this. It's going to land. Get to work. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Man, that's okay, guys. I am really pumped up, and I'm so energized. This is the introduction to the main meat. You have to prepare your mind, the battlefield of the mind. You need to have a healthy mindset because everything will start from there. Now we got that down. I hope you guys, you need to be writing down the learning that is, coming from Warren right now. This is so powerful. All right. So start with having the right mindset. Now, let's dig into the meat, brother. Let's dig into the meat. Warren, how to become a high-paid international speaker. And please explain, because, I'm a branding coach. I don't know anything about how to become a high-paid international speaker. What is that?
Jan, before I go on, can you tell your audience to go and get a pen and paper?
Everyone, for all the listeners and viewers, get a pen and paper, start writing. Or if you're a geek, you're modern, hit that download, save the file so you can review and analyze the words and wisdom and learning that you will discover from this episode.
I love that, Jan. I love that. You know what? I'm super excited about this because And I need to channel this in, you know, from God, so that I can pour it out into very easy bite-sized pieces, so that anyone that's listening to this right now, if you've got a ambition of becoming a speaker, I'm about to share with you, I'm about to sell you the idea of becoming a speaker. So when you first start out being a speaker, no one knows you. So no one cares about what you have to say because they don't know you. We have a free platform, social media, Facebook, Instagram, Clubhouse. These are free platforms where you can get a message out there. So what you want to do first, everyone, you want to share the why. So for example, when I first started sharing on Facebook, I'm sharing my story because I know that I'm not alone. I know there are people that are suffering, people that feel like they don't have a voice, people that are sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I'm willing to share my story to help those people. I'm going to reach 1 million people in 5 years. So share the why. You share that why. People are like, this guy, wow, okay, he's a bit crazy. I don't know where he's come from. This is the process, right, guys? Remember this, the process. When you first start doing this, you're going to get people that have known you for years, close friends, say, hey, we want the old you back. They get uncomfortable because you're growing. So if you want to be a speaker, it starts with your why. I didn't even want to be a speaker. It was a calling. I was pulled to be a speaker. It was an injustice for me not to speak up. So once you attach that why, who can you help? What have you been through? What struggles have you been through in your life? Because that's your emotional connection. Do you believe in God, higher power? You know, I believe, you know, contribution, right, is the purpose of life. So when you connect with your creator or higher power, whoever your higher power is, connect and ask, why am I here? Why am I here? Because the reason why I'm talking so much about this why is because this is, people say, Warren, you got so much energy. Because I'm not using my energy. I'm not using willpower. I'm plugging into the universe, God. I'm plugging into, you know, the bigger the purpose that you have, the more people that you want to help, that's how much energy that you get inside of your soul to serve. So once you share that, be prepared for the naysayers. Be prepared for people that are going to doubt you, because that's a part of the roadmap.
Have you experienced that, brother? You know,
oh my gosh, yeah, yes.
Have you experienced that?
Loads, yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Like, I wish you was there, Jenna, from when I first started, because you'd be like you would see the transformation. You would see the whole, like, yeah, people didn't like it because.
Follow-up question, Warren. Yes, there's naysayers, right? And we can take that if you don't know the person. Have you ever experienced the naysayers that were in your in the friend core, your core, people that are close to you that you didn't expect, that they will not believe you and they will actually be the naysayers?
That's 100%. Most of them, most of the people that doubted me or thought I was crazy were close to me because they saw me as brother Warren. They saw me as son Warren. They saw me as Warren that used to go to the nightclubs Warren. They saw the old Warren. They couldn't give up their old belief of me. So therefore they doubted me when I had this dream of being a speaker and helping people. So yeah, you're gonna get people, because what you're doing is you're interrupting, you're rearranging people's minds of who they think you are. The mind doesn't like change. So when you're changing yourself, other people feel uncomfortable. It's like, no, why are you doing? Be you. Because it makes them feel like it's more work for the mind because you're growing and they're comparing and all that sort of stuff that comes with it. But like, so going back to, being a paid international speaker, get your why. So this is your why power. So that if money didn't exist, I'd still be doing this. This is my purpose. Boom, you've got that down. And then when you have that, it's no longer about you. The speakers that make it, the ones that are vessels, we have to remember it's not about you, because you're going to grow. As you grow and you get compliments and people messaging you going, woohoo, wow, you saved my life. This can so easily go to your head. But remember, that's your ego. Ego stands for edging God out. So remember.
I love that, man. I love that.
But remember, like, why you're starting this. You're being a vessel to help others. So once that, and you put it on social media, that's an emotional why. Your emotional why, but you can't just go speak from here and go, that's my why. You got to speak from the heart, because what doesn't come from the heart can't reach the heart. So what comes from the heart? When you talk about your why, can you feel my emotion right now as I'm speaking, listeners? Can you feel it? Because it's coming from my heart right now. So as you use social media, you want to beat up social media. You want to get your face known. The more So as you journal and document your journey of being a speaker, every time you speak and people start seeing your face pop up, they're like, I feel like I know you. I've never met you, but I feel like I know you. That, my friends, is called connection. And then what you want to do is that you want to look at your timeline of your life, look at your lowest moment or your challenges. How did you overcome these challenges? So, for example, I went from being depressed, having anxiety, panic attacks, not wanting to be here, to then having this purpose where I've reached over 1 million lives and I'm speaking on stages around the world. How did I get from here to here? That, my friends, is your gold. That's called your know-how. That know-how saves people time. It took you many years. Just like the person that invented the brownie, right? Who created the recipe for the brownie. They didn't make it in 45 minutes. It could have taken them years because they had to get the right ingredients, right? But once they had the right ingredients, that became a recipe. And then children can make it in 45 minutes. Easy as that, right? So let's go back to our story, your timeline. What steps did you do? How do you wake up? What's your morning routine? What books? What exercises? Journaling, all of these things that have helped you to shift and to get new results. You package that up, that becomes your course, that becomes what you speak about, that becomes, the book, all of that sort of stuff. That is priceless. And the cool thing is, guys, if you could help someone to become more confident, or you could help them to, live their dreams, like to really believe in themselves and to step into their power, ask them, how much is that worth to you in monetary terms? And every single time they say the P word, they say priceless. So that means whatever price you charge, they get a discount. And that's how some people feel uncomfortable with selling. But once you understand the value of what you give, I'm saving people time. I'm helping people to connect with themselves and to serve a higher purpose. I'm feeding their mind, body, and soul. They can never repay me back for that. So therefore, I can sell without any shame or guilt, because I know what I'm giving them and what you're giving them, they can never repay you. So therefore, it's an injustice not to sell what you do.
Powerful, man.
Yes, my brother, man. Like, I'm in this zone right now because I really want to, guys, people that are listening right now, I really want you to write this down, take note, because this is going to help you. If you can be a speaker, some people are like, I don't want to be a public speaker, but communication is everything. In your business, the better you can communicate, the better the deals, the better you can work with your colleagues and business partners. So it's vital. This skill is a life skill. It's called a life skill for a reason, right? So once you have the know-how, and that takes you writing this down, you don't want to do, like a beta phase, like on Clubhouse where they're like doing the beta phase where they only let iPhone users in. So for me, I created this program, right? It was called the 21-day mind and body program. I said, look, I'm looking for 10 people to go through this for free of charge. No investment, no monetary investment. But if you do this, you have to be 100% committed. And you put a deposit. If you give up, you pay. If you continue it, you get it for free. So I did that, right? I created a 21-day program, which is designed to give people the tools and strategies to be able to reprogram their mind, to change their beliefs so that they can start living a life that they love. And within the 21 days, they took 100% action. They took themselves out of their situation. We had activities that they had to jump out of their comfort zone to grow. They started to become self-aware. They started to change their vocabulary. They started to change their physiology. And all of this stuff, they got amazing results. And in doing that, guys, what happened was I then generated £40,000 in my first month in being a speaker. So a lot of people are like, but I need to get booked to be a paid speaker. No, you can create your own arena. Going back to social media, everyone that likes your videos, comments, build relationships with them, celebrate them. Don't worry about the numbers. Worry about treating those that watch you, engage with you, treating them with love. When you can do that, then they will become loyal ambassadors for what you stand for. These will be people that will shout, scream about how amazing you are. And then in doing that, you can create your own event. You can start virtually, or you can do an actual event. And this is what I did. I collaborated with 4 speakers. We worked together. Boom, boom, boom. We all brought 10 people. That was 50 people at our first event. How easy was that through collaboration? And then in 2 years, we went to 1,000 people. So don't run before you walk. Take every step. Like, know that it's a journey. Don't expect to be a speaker and to be a badass speaker. When you first start out, you're gonna suck. But you have to be confident at sucking. You got to be like, yeah, I suck and I'm still, woohoo, look at me go. Because you know where you're going to go, the destination. I knew if I kept at it, it was going to become like walking. When you were 1 year old, you did not doubt that you could walk. So you fell over, you probably pooped in your diaper, fell over again, but you got back up every single time. So monetary, to become an international speaker, first of all, you have to, like people say, Jan, you're going to like this as well. There's a saying that says, it's not who you know, it's who knows you. It's not who you know, it's who knows
Powerful,
you.
man. Powerful. Yeah.
That's
that.
it. And then from that, you grab attention. You want to grab attention as a speaker. You want to grab attention. Don't care. Like la, I'm crazy. I'm grabbing attention right now. People are like, who is this weirdo? Who is this? But I've got eyeballs on me. When I have eyeballs on me, then they're like, wait, I'm going to be honest. I thought you were crazy at first. Then you're annoying me. Jan, like you're annoying me because I'm always seeing your face on Facebook and it's annoying. Oh, you're so positive. Oh, positive. You can't be positive all the time. You're so positive. And then the next stage, I'm angry. Like I keep seeing your face. Like, get off. I'm going to block you, but I can't seem to block you just yet. And then they start seeing your results and they're like, wow, I admire you. I thought you were crazy. You annoyed me. You got me angry. But wow, I've seen your growth. I've seen your results. How can I get on board? So guys, know that process. Create your event. Collaborate for a higher purpose. Make the event about the people. It's all about the audience. It's all about when people come there, they're going to leave as better human beings. If that's in your mind, you're going to grow very fast. And then, so for example, financially, from the revenue side of things, when you launch your event, you're going to have ticket tiers. So bronze tickets, silver, gold, VIP tickets. That's one source of revenue. Then you can bring speakers who are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps ahead of you that have £5,000 or £10,000 packages. You can invite them to speak, right? Like if you put good food on a table, what person's not going to come to that table? So then you bring great speakers that you trust in, the value of what they have to offer, then they will speak to your audience, and anyone that buys into their services, you get 40% of everyone that signs up.
Guys, these are powerful tips. These are powerful tips that would catapult you towards your goal. I mean, wow. Wow. Please continue, Warren. Please continue.
So, for example, I've sold 10,000 t-shirts via my events. So merchandise is another revenue, right? So that is t-shirts, mugs, hats, pens, and you would have that at your events, or you would have that online now on print on demand. That wasn't around when I first started doing events. So I had a man that would print all my stuff and I would bring it to my events. I'd have a table, but then everyone would buy t-shirts. So that's another revenue stream as well. And a cool thing about that as well, you can get businesses. So I would get business sponsorships on my t-shirt. So that's another revenue stream as well. Also, your courses, your books, right? So when you have courses, books, your coaching, you can sell your services to your audience as well. So that's another revenue stream too. And then once you get your name known and people are like, woohoo, like Warren, or calling your name, then all of these like speaker bureaus, and you know, this because you're going to have a show reel. Then you're going to have people that you're going to have videographers at your event. You're going to have a show reel where people can see you in action. Then you have a 60-second show reel that you send to different organizations, right? And then that's to get your foot in the door. Once you get your foot in the door in the corporate world, like I'll never forget it. I got paid £1,000 for 45 minutes to speak in the corporate world. And when that first happened, I did like this brain fart. My mind just couldn't make sense of what was going on here. I used to work over a month, Jan, to be able to get that much money, but I got it in 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes.
Doing what you love.
Yes, that taught me a lesson though, Jan. It taught me that we don't get paid for our time. We get paid for the value we put in that time. So as a speaker, the know-how, the knowledge, if you see it as a key to a door that people have been stuck behind, that when they open that key, they get the results, they have the life that they want. You have to remember that you have that knowledge through your experiences, through the books, through the mentoring and all of those years. So that's why you can charge, like for me now in the corporate world, minimum £2,000. I would not go in there any less than £2,000. But then like my highest speaking gig was £10,000. And that was speaking for 4 hours. I made £10,000. And if I can do this, guys, so can you. It's about knowing your worth. It's about studying financial education. It's about understanding your mindset and knowing your purpose. Once you can do that, you can become a professional speaker. You can become an international speaker. And the cool thing is right now, you know, with the Fearless Speaking, what I've set up, this is what I'm doing. I'm taking people, I'm guiding them. Hold my hand and I'll take you into those deep waters. I will teach you how to swim. Then you can let go of my hand and you're swimming by yourself, because I'm in this game not to be the Batman. I don't need to be the hero. I don't care who helps the person. I just want the person to be helped. And I know, Jan, that people are listening to this right now and they're going to take action. They're going to reach out and they're going to take action. There's at least one person that's going to listen to this and it's like, wow, my life is changed. Just like when I heard Eric Thomas, someone's going to listen to this and that's going to be the same exact moment. And I'm excited. I'm excited, Jan.
Thank you, man. I am, wow. Powerhouse, knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb. Guys, for all our listeners and viewers, this episode is full of knowledge that would jumpstart your career, and not only as a speaker, but, you know, like what Warren said, in business and in life in general. I mean, thank you so much, Warren. God bless you, man. That is awesome. Knowledge bomb after knowledge bomb, tips after tips, learning after learning. Thank you so much. Warren, you are a man of God and you are in the right position to inspire and help people. And I salute you for that. Thank you so much. We are not done yet, brother. We are not done yet. Right.
We're not done?
We are not done. So we started off, you know, sharing your story, your backstory, how you became to be, who influenced you, what influenced you. That's nice. We followed up with, you know, jam-packed information, power values. Guys, that is enough to catapult you towards success. Now, we are in the part that we will play a game. This is a traditional thing that we do here in the show. It's called the Creative Fast Talk. All right. Not physical. No, no, no.
I was getting ready. I was getting ready to do some exercise, man.
So, Warren, the game is we will ask you random questions, and you are not allowed to spend so much time in thinking what the right answer would be. First word or first thought that comes into your mind, you shoot, and you need to be totally honest. All right? Ready?
Ready.
All right, guys. Warren is going to play the creative fast talk. First question. Favorite color?
Blue.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
The beaches or the mountains?
Beaches.
If you were an animal, what animal would you be and why?
A lion, because I've got a big pride. Like my team, my family.
All right, next. Movies or books?
Books.
All right, because you answered that, there is a follow-up question with that. Your top 3 books of all time.
How to Win Friends and Influence People. Think and Grow Rich. The Alchemist.
I love those. And two of those books that you mentioned are behind, somewhere there. All right. What scares you the most?
Not living.
Ooh, man, that was deep. All right. Driver or passenger?
Driver.
All right. What is something that is always in your bag when you were a kid?
Chewing gum.
Okay. Why?
Because I loved, like, as a kid, I loved, there was this chewing gum called Hubba Bubba. And
I love it. I know that. Yeah.
I had that, like, in a tape. I was like, whoa. Hubba Bubba.
All right. The weirdest food you ever tried?
Ostrich.
Really? What was the cuisine about? Like, is it stew or fried or grilled? What was the cuisine? Was it stew, fried, or grilled?
It was like steak.
Okay. Next, chocolates or shorts?
Chocolate.
Briefs or soap?
Soap.
All right. What is something that you want to be? Aside from being a speaker, you're
Myself.
Something you want to be.
Myself.
Okay. Can you give us an example why? Like, why would you want to be yourself?
because we've been brainwashed and conditioned to be someone that we're not. So it's a journey to unlearn the conditioning. I feel like when you compare yourself, I'm just deep, Jan. Like I'm always learning how to unlearn, man. Remove this conditioning.
All good, man. All good. YouTube or Netflix?
YouTube.
All right. Instagram or Facebook?
Instagram.
All right. So this last question could turn out to be something serious. It depends on how you'll take it. All right. If you could bring someone back from the dead, who would it be and why?
My brother.
Yeah. Are you comfortable of explaining, give our listeners and the viewers, some...
Definitely.
Please do. Why?
Because my brother was my brother was not just my brother. He was like my son, and I was the oldest, and I had to protect him. And he was my voice as I was in foster care. He was my voice. He was my, I was inspired by how much confidence he has. And he would ask for me, and he would used to be my voice growing up. So now I'm his voice. So my brother, I miss him every single day, but I trust God. I trust God that, that he's with God now. And I trust God that he's made me strong enough to carry on and to do my work before it's my time to pass. My brother, he's allowed me to see death through a whole new light. So I know that he's with me every day, but his beautiful face, and just to cuddle him like in human form, I would definitely bring my brother back. He's my world. He's my everything. He's the reason why I get up in the morning. He is everything to me. Like I love him so much. And this is why I'm going to impact the world. This is why we're going to impact millions of people in the world. My brother is my world. And every day my heart beats, I'm beating for him. We share my body right now. So yeah, I would bring my brother, but I know that I'm going to meet him soon, one day. As soon as I say life is short, right? Life flies by. But this is my brother. And this is a gift that I got, an artist. And this is Matthew Thomas Ryan, who is known for his big, beautiful heart and to being a father of two beautiful children. And he's the best father that I can ever think of. And he's the father that I want to be. And he is my brother. And I am proud that God has given me such an amazing, beautiful brother. So that's the person that I would bring back to, me, man, 100%.
And I'm sure that, he's very proud of you and he loves you so much.
Yes, man. Yeah. He's with me, man. He's helped me to create these opportunities. Now he's, in my book, he's in he's everywhere. He's in my book. He's with me every step of the way, man. Like, I procrastinated for 6 years to write a book. And with my brother, we done it in 2 weeks.
Wow. Yeah. Bro, that is so powerful. Bro, the floor is yours. Please feel free to promote your social media accounts, your online events, anything that you want to release online, projects. The floor is yours, brother.
Yeah. Okay. So everyone, I'm feeling emotional right now. So I need to get back to that place where if you feel touched by what you've heard today, if you feel inspired, you want to learn more, you want to grow, you want to build a community, reach out to me on my Instagram, Warren Inspire. Don't be afraid to send me a DM. Don't be afraid to message me. I celebrate everyone that I meet, and I feel privileged to hear from you. So yeah, Warren Inspire. My website is thefearlessspeaking.co.uk as well. But yeah, my probably direct hotspot to find me on is Instagram, but I'm on Facebook, I'm on LinkedIn and YouTube and all those channels as well. But yeah, come and find me on Instagram, and I'd love to get to know you guys.
How about your Clubhouse rooms, bro? Do you want to promote them?
How did I miss that? So guys, if you're on Clubhouse, the Fearless Speaking Club, we've created a community where there is no hierarchy, no ego, just love. People that come in that have gone through some tough challenges in their life, people that are like, they've created successful businesses, but they still feel unfulfilled. So we create a space where we build the foundation first. We help to pour love into people so that people can start to go on that self-discovery journey within themselves to find out their purpose. Then they can build an amazing business or a speaking career that can help them to elevate their business, their mission, so that they can impact the world. And we believe in collaboration. So, we believe that if people have the right heart and there's no hierarchy, no ego, and we come together, we can impact the world. So yeah, Fearless Speaking Club on Clubhouse.
Yeah. So guys, this is such an amazing episode because we have such an amazing guest. Warren, thank you so much for giving us your wisdom, your knowledge, sharing us your stories, and having fun answering those random questions. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. May God bless you. And guys, feel free to reach out, and contact this awesome human being. Warren is such an amazing human being, and I'm sure he could help you in your journey in life towards success. This is John Santos saying, have a positive outlook in life, smile, and God bless you. This is the Creative Talk Podcast. Bye.
Thank you for being with us here on the Creative Talk Podcast. I'm your host, John Santos. Don't forget to listen and subscribe on your favorite podcast platform. See you again, always.